Good morning, good morning. It is 11:36 Galactic time, and this is something new for me. I'm going to try a bit of playing Elite Dangerous, the aim being to go towards live streaming if possible. So this is sort of a dry run for me. Riddled with cold, just getting over that. So if we switch over to the game and we can have a look at the ship and what we're going to do today. So we're in Jameson's and I'm in a Federal Gunship which has been engineered, so we can have a look at the outfitting. Hardpoint wise, I've gone for that's a class 5 modified pulse laser. It is accompanied by some multi-cannons, basically a lot of multi-cannons, and all of these have been engineered, almost all of them are engineered to class 5. I think the smalls I ran out of, oh no, they're 5 as well. Oh, and that was it, yes, the smalls don't have the secondary option that you can win. All of these have got some kind of you know, emissive or incendiary rounds on this one. So that's the weapons. The rest of it is shield boosters and chaff. I mean, this is basically a hull tank. Engineered most other things, usually just to 1 or 2. And 6C byweave and lots of module reinforcement. I do have a docking computer on here. Because honestly, I think the difference I'd get in hull reinforcement, the shields rarely come down on this thing unless I've done something stupid, and the docking computer is quite good if you're just trying to get back in a hurry and you've been battered and you just want to tell it to dock and get in there. One thing I did learn the other day was I got attacked and I got a load of module damage, one of which was the docking computer, and obviously it wouldn't dock, it wouldn't do anything, so I had to fly it in manually. Right, so what we'll do is we'll set on a galactic map over to the CNAV, which is at LTT 4487. It's nice because it's one jump, you don't need a fuel scoop. You don't need to worry about you know, stopping off somewhere and fueling up. So let's have a look. My voice is already starting to go, so this should be interesting. So balance the power. I am Commander Bunglebear on Elite, so hence the bungle.
Detachment complete. Exit the station quickly and safely.
Excuse me.
Landing gear retracted.
Straight down the middle. It's always behind the station. Boost, so we usually get clear of the station, and then I might as well set my weapons to 4 pips to weapons. There we go. Jumping. So I'm flying this on a Satec X55. Seen better days. It's on its 2nd stick. I go through rudder springs like nobody's business. It plays well. It's the throttle hasn't had any of the problems that the throttles usually have, and I've got a stream deck which I'm controlling the visuals with. So yeah, let's jump in and find this compromise now. There we go. It's nearly always the closest thing when you come out of a jump. Set your throttle in the blue so that it just self-adjusts, and we'll normally be able to jump out of this in I think it's about 3 megameters. Compromise nav. It's not like a station normally where you have to go right down to 1. It may have changed, or I may be thinking of something else, but we'll soon see. So I am, while we're waiting for that, I am currently 10% deadly. I'm Elite Trade and Elite Explorer, but 10% deadly. So I'm working towards that last Elite. This is what inspired me to start this. It's nice sort of steady income as far as the rank progression goes. Oh, there we go. It was on 1 centimeter. So we can just settle down and let it spawn some players. I'm playing in solo at the moment. I'm not a big open player. I will do it occasionally, but it's not really my thing. There are a few good groups out there, and private groups. So if I'm in with friends, it's usually one of those. And already they start scanning me. They won't find anything because I'm not carrying anything. I don't have any cargo space. But yeah, the combat rank, I've got to kill, I think the numbers are something like 1,780 elites, or about 2,200 elite deadly dangerous in a mix. And I made deadly about 3 weeks ago. I haven't been playing constantly since then, just off and on, and obviously Christmas and things in the way. So the way I've been applying the logic to this is just scan through the targets, looking for anything that's deadly or above. Ideally, you don't want to be taking on something that's in a wing, and if you're really lucky, it'll be a Sidewinder. So he's in a wing of 2, and it's a Viper. A wing of 3. And pop the weapons out while we're here. Right, wanted. It's an Imperial Eagle. It's not in a wing, so it's going to be our first victim, hopefully. So I'm more of a jouster than a more skilled pilot, let's say.
Under attack.
Tear through his shields. Come on.
Target shields.
Go.
Scan
And he's dead.
detected. Target
Right, so
destroyed.
because I'm in rank progression, I'm not so much worried about the money. I mean, you're really not going to make a living out of doing this at a CNAV. And it tends to be about 10 kills, gets me 1%, thereabouts. Actually, so it's probably 20 kills now.
Scan detected.
Gets me about 1% of the progression. So let's have a look. What else is out there? That's an Elite Viper. Python. The others tend to be in wings. Oh, he's only Master anyway, that's no good. And he's in a wing. Another Imperial Eagle, deadly. In a wing.
Scan detected.
Competent, expert, competent. It's a bit of a weak spawn, to be honest. Competent, deadly, Sidewinder. in a wing, he is elite, and it's a fighter. But if we can savage him quite quickly, we'll probably start throwing chaff out in a second.
Scan
There we go, that's his mate.
Warning, impulse attack, trajectory disruption. Scan detected.
I'm going to go for the other guy first.
Scan detected. Target shields offline.
He was tearing through the shields. Oh no, the other guy's on it.
Shields offline. Target shields offline. Scan detected. Warning, temperature critical. Shields online. Under attack. Target marker dropped. Warning, temperature critical.
So he's starting to panic, he's on 4%. That's it.
Target shields.
Shields in the way up you now, mate. There you go.
Target destroyed.
So, yeah, still 10 because we've only done a few. So, when it sort of dries up a little bit, like that, I usually realise that I've flown 10 plus miles away, or 10 plus kilometres away from Beacon. So head back in. While I'm heading in, I'll just flick through, see what's there, see if there's any elites. There we go. If all else fails, just relog. You know, if this has dried up, you don't want to have to go around and pick apart the lower ranks. So bit of relog. And then they should all respawn. Every now and again you get a little elite hauler that's wanted, and it's just like, yeah, easy pickings. Vulture.
Scan
Drop
detected.
ship, sidewinder. Master. And clean.
Scan detected.
He's close to another ship, so he's probably in a wing. Expert. Imperial Eagle. Ship. Right, Diamondback Explorer, Elite. You tend not to find too many elite cleans. Here we go. Now I could just target a sub-target like a power plant or something, but honestly, I just find it way quicker just to leave it on. You know, target the whole ship. It just seems to get more damage done. So yeah, a bit of a jouster rather than a pilot, let's say. Now, I think that just because when they get down to one ring or maybe two rings sometimes, they tend to throw a shield bank. And if I throw lots of these emissives and incendiary multi-cannons at them, then quite often you can overheat them when they're firing a shield bank, which burns through heat anyway, because you know you fire a shield bank, you want to fire
Target destroyed.
heat sink as well normally, and it will usually overheat them, and that causes them their own damage then, which is great. Slounder Rasmussen is elite. It's a vulture. Give it a go. Pay attention. I think this one's going to be a shield bank type character. First thrust to sort of tighten up the corner and get him in view. I do sometimes play this on Oculus Rift. Oh, there's another chaff, which is, if you've never experienced Elite Dangerous in VR, it's just so different. It's an absolutely completely different game. The ship scale is correct. It feels big, and being able to look around the cockpit to follow your target is huge. But it doesn't make for a very good video when you've got to reach buttons on your desk. So this one's taking a lot more effort. As well. Keeping an eye on his shield rings to see if he throws a shield back. So we've got him down to one ring now, so if he's got a shield bank, he's going to try and use it. Start to get them down to the shields are about to drop. If you throw emissives and incendiaries and all of that, it tends to just drop the shield so quick they don't have a chance to respond with the shield bank. First thrust. Oh, he's got behind me. Follow way he's leaning. Of course, in VR you can just look up and, you know, out the window and follow him that way. I will use FA off on occasion. It's quite good for tightening up and turning circles. But the gunship's not a massive sort of thing for turning yet. I haven't really got the engines tuned properly. Thrusters. There you go. So if you can get in close enough, it doesn't matter if he fires a chaff, you'll hit him anyway. The thing I hate taking on is elite gunships because it's sort of evenly matched then, and the gunships, they're all hull tanks in this, the NPCs. Let's have a look. We've been recording, what, about 20 minutes? Yeah, 21 minutes. He's doing one, look at him. And here he comes. Diamondback Scout. Just dropped off radar. Deadly Eagle. And an Elite. They're in the same wing. So, if we take the Eagle out first, because he's likely to be able to just get in and around us and upset our shields. There we go.
Warning, impulse attack. Trajectory disruption.
The spot of choice though. Right, shields are down. Sometimes you just have to start shooting them then. They just back off and reassess from there. Chaffer. It just delays things, chaffs. It's annoying. That and chaffs and shield banks, they're just constantly throwing them out. At least they do seem to run out of them now. I remember in the early days when they seemingly had an unlimited number of shield banks, and it was just like, what's the point of this? Come on. I'm gonna hit me cartridge. one thing on target. Drifted out of the combat zone. I don't know actually how big the combat zone is, whether it seems to be sort of like a 30-kilometre bubble. Once you go outside of that, you really don't see much. There's a bit of a fight going on there. What's this? Elite Python? Maybe. Oh, he's in a wing, no chance. Ah, poor Type 9. Getting picked on. Elite Sidewinder. I bet he's in a wing. He is, but he's not going to be. He's not going to be through.
Scan detected.
Oh, he'll be in the wing with us. Right.
Target shields offline.
I think that was his wingman. There we go. Yes, it was, because he's slowly targeting me now. So again, with rank progression, it doesn't matter on the size of the ship. You don't have to take out, you know, corvettes that are elite, anything elite. So it's quite good. It's sort of fish in a barrel a little bit. Further lance. Expert wanted. Wonderbra. Let's have a look at Wonderbra. Deadly, so that still counts. Oh, there's another one actually. Dangerous. That's a bit of a weak choice. With the dangerous, because they're a rank below you, don't really get the same amount of progression as you do deadly on deadly or deadly on elite. See these little sidewalks.
Scan detected.
Chaffs on a flipping sideliner. Swore I hit somebody then that flew across. Not to worry. Elite Cobra. They don't usually have wings, they're usually wanted. They're quite good fun. Oh, great, wing of 3. Cobra and 2 Vipers. It's just more of a hassle fending off the other guys. Let's get the shield back up.
Shields online. Incoming message.
I'll be getting these a lot. Oh, it's stakeholder reputation change. That's fine. I get these assassination missions come up, and I keep accidentally ticking yes, and it's like, no, just reject the mission. It's no good to me. I should probably research them actually, because I'd imagine that it'll be extra credits just for doing the job I'm doing, which is going out and killing people. Although I'll probably have to watch you on killing them, and I can't be doing with that. Shall we? Why not? 75% whole. We can always. Yeah, he's not wanted and he's not in a wing. We can always do one if we need to. Run away. Tail between legs. Oh, his shields are down. Somebody's had a pick at him. That makes my job a little bit easier. Shield bank kill. Pop that there.
Target shields offline.
Ammo's like with a couple of hundred in each. Small ones, the big ones are starting to kept that one under wraps until he really needed it, didn't he?
Target destroyed.
Still not 11%. It's an assault ship. Let's see what else is out there first. That shields, he's got 5% hold. Dangerous. It's an easy pick. And then his mate is the Python. So we'll have to make this quick.
Scan detected.
Where are you going to have to make it up?
Scan detected.
That's what he wanted. so now I'm going to start drawing some attention. Because every time I
Scan
scan
detected.
here we go. We might have to make a run.
Scan detected.
Everybody wants to scan.
Target shields.
That's fine. Ooh, somebody else is having a go at him. Where is he? Ooh, I've got two people on there.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Who else wanted me?
Target shields online.
He must have been the one that I shot.
Target cargo dropped.
Yeah. It's dangerous. It's clean. Alright, I'll let him go.
Scan detected.
He's in a fight now. But he's in a wing with him. That was close. That was closer. Right then.
Scan detected. Under attack.
These are all given me weapons, by the way, if you hadn't noticed. Not good at steering ships with guns on them, so, you know, fixed guns. So I go for gimbal and accept it's not quite as quick a rated DPS. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? There we go. He's shield backed. So, what he's doing, we'll try and... Oh, that wasn't very good, actually. So again, if he's got any more shield backs, there we go.
Under attack. Target shields offline. Warning. Temperature critical. Target cargo dropped.
He's starting to panic.
Warning. Taking damage.
Now he's done.
Target destroyed.
Assault ship. See, the spawn is starting to pick up a little bit now. We're getting more elites, more decent looking ships. It's not in a wing, which is good.
Detected.
I've got to start watching me ammunition though now.
Under attack. Scan detected. Target shields
No?
offline. Target cargo. Temperature critical.
Where are
Target
we at?
destroyed.
Oh, we're at 11%. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We will quickly get to our home. Put the weapons away.
Frameshift recharge.
case of flight back to Jameson's, which is very brief. We didn't do too bad on the damage there. Down to 75%. Oh, that was stupidity on my part. There was it was that wing basically. It was when the eagle was attacking us. I should have picked off the other guy first. So let's just blast our way to that. With this, obviously if you look at the time, I don't know if most people know this, but if you look at the time before we arrive there, it's 34, 30, 28, 27. When it hits 8 seconds, drop the throttle down into the blue. I tend to go the lower half of the blue rather than the upper half, and it will slow your ship on approach so that you pretty much always, there we go, lower half of the blue, so you always arrive. You see it's staying at 6 seconds now. If you think you're coming in a bit too hot, you can drop the throttle down a smidge until it goes back up, and then in blue, and then that's it really. As long as you don't get interdicted, it's just a case of just keeping it straight and dropping out of Super Cruise when you get that. We'll use the auto dock obviously, and then we can wrap this up because it's 45 minutes. So that was about 45 minutes for 1% of progression rank from deadly to elite. That's no speed record in the slightest. It's just me picking off what I can find. So you know, there are much quicker ways of doing it than this. This isn't a how-to best rank progression or anything like that. As I say, it's a dry run just for seeing if people are interested in this, and see if I'm interested in doing it, rather than just playing and you know, not recording or not streaming. But we shall see. So
Dynamics Bravo Uniform November. Please ensure you follow standard docking procedures before landing. Permission authorized. Cleared for landing.
So while that's doing its bit,
4-1.
I would just like to say thank you very much for watching. If you've made it this far, well, good on you for sticking with it. Let me know in the comments what you think. This is, as I say, new territory for me. Normally I'm rendering stuff and exporting and uploading separately, so it's not anything like this where it's just done as live or live streaming or anything like that. But if you liked it, let me know. If you didn't like it, let me know. Be nice, you know, let me know. And if there are ways to improve, we'll see what can be done. See if there's any interest for that. As we come into land, there we go. As we all know, the first thing to do is always go and repair, refuel, restock. And don't forget to claim your money. See, so that was only almost 1 million credits, 915,000 credits. Federation reputation change. Rear Admiral and Duke. No, that can't be right. Bloody Rear Admiral. Anyway, let's go back over to that. So, that about wraps it up. As I say, if you liked it, let me know in the comments. Thumbs up and all that usual stuff. If you didn't like it, if you thought there was things that could be improved, let me know. You know, constructive criticism's all good. And hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.